I'm going to literally just freaking erase Windows from my thing. Hi Mark, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going. I'm going to erase Windows from my PC, I swear. I've had a forced update yesterday night, and generally, yeah, didn't notice this is it because like my microphone was working perfectly. But yeah, this is how the illustration looks like. I get something in my eye, yeah. So generally, this is like what we've got so far. Like as I've mentioned, I've started working on the background here, right? Well, yeah, and this is not necessarily what we are going to focus on right now, because we still have tiny bit to finish for Burnice, and I actually had really cool starting message, and of course, thanks Windows. Can I sue Windows for this? Can we sue Windows? I mean, theoretically, if like you have a very important job to do, and because of the Windows freaking stuff, you'll lose, let's say, like a business opportunity or something, you can actually legally sue Windows and make them, how to say this, make them liable for this issue, because it's their system. I don't think so, yeah. Like, theoretically you can do so, but yeah. I only hate Windows 11, lol. To be fair, so far Windows 11 has turned to be slightly better than Windows 10 in my eyes. Like, just slightly better. It's still, like, bloated software that makes nothing, with, like, stuff that give you absolutely nothing, and I'm sitting on Windows 10, and the very first thing I had to do was like uninstalling all of those useless stuff that I had to do. That like were getting installed with the thing. Installed one recently and tried a new virus in a sandbox. It was so bad compared to 10, yeah. I'm not even shocked. That's why I'm still, you know, on Windows 10, you know? Some device is slow after installing Windows 11. Of course, because Windows 11, again, like Windows as operating system is getting more and more bloated with like unnecessary things, like Cortana. Who the fuck uses Cortana, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually, who's using Cortana, for God's sake? Of course. And like, as I've mentioned, I'm sitting like right after installing my... I don't think Cortana service is active anymore. It is. You can still use Cortana up to this day. Especially on Windowses. There's Copilot now, which is different. I mean, Copilot... Okay, Copilot might start pushing things, but last time I've checked, I haven't had Copilot, but actually Cortana, and it was like 3 days ago, so... Maybe the app is still there, but it's not being... it has no support anymore. But Copilot is actually working on the other thing. Copilot is literally ChatGPT, yeah. No jokes, it actually is. By the way, on LinkedIn I've received a job offer, I mean, to apply for, right? Like, notification about job offer from the Pokemon Company International. They're searching for graphic designers. It's a graphic designer, basically. That's nice, yeah. I would love to get this. Like strive up. It's also like hybrid / remote. I wouldn't mind like having to go into the plane and fly to freaking America or whatever other country they want me to fly in. I can freely do that. Yo, it's cool, bro. Yeah, I want to. I would really love to receive it. I'm so happy. I just want to become a graphic designer. Some TCG cards with your name on them are a good marketing. Yeah, imagine. Doubt it would be actually using my nickname though. Or maybe I could set it. From what I've noticed, so many of them are actually using IRL names of the artists. Like, so far all of them that I've seen. I don't know, maybe it's just looking like a normal name, but their real name is different. And people just don't know. Japan tends to do that, like artists, YouTubers and stuff, they do protect their they do protect their names and, like, you know, faces from being discovered. I believe, for one, there's been a huge, like, quote-unquote idol culture too, and like idol can be literally anyone. And like, for some reason, there's a huge amount of fanatics around there, especially for women. So if, you know, someone's real data would be leaked, and it does happen every now and then, their like private lives are reduced to zero. They like stop having like actual real lives. And a lot of those artists actually have a, you know, a lot of those artists actually, from what I've noticed, that make Pokemon cards are actually women. I think it's just marketing. Everybody imagines artists, VTubers, idols, faceless people, etc. as it pleases them, yeah. But also, the issue is that even if you have an actual, like, faces connected to them, and like IRL names, it's not like, oh, I imagine this person like this. Here's how it looks like. They just, like, a lot of people are just like pushing the, like, some sort of idea in their heads that those people, those idols, like, know them personally. And a lot of companies also sell parasocial items. Like, for example, I believe it was Hololive that was selling like wedding rings, just so fans could have like quote-unquote wedding rings with their Oshi, you know? It's actually, it is called parasocial. First I thought body pillows, but those are too casual. Yeah, like, body pillows are, I mean, body pillows are still parasocial behavior, but like on still kinda normal ratio, I guess, as of now. But here's the issue. You, for example, look at the, how's it called? You can, for example, look at the you can look at some other behaviors, right? And some other items. And literally some people are going crazy, like they do feel obsessed on one person, you know what I'm saying? It's like, And it's not only for like anime character, because like of course there are also people for that, but there are people that for like that are going further beyond, for like actor, voice actor, idol, YouTuber, Vtuber, artist, like any other kind of thing. And they are like, they don't want like a normal, you know, fun relation, but they actually think that they have like deeper connection, sometimes even a romantical connection with that creator. And this is like the parasocial part of this entire situation. And for some reason, Japan is struggling with it recently a lot. Like actually a lot. I don't know where does that come from. And for some reason it starts to inflow to other countries too. Hi Michiro, Gatevi here, how are you? Hope how's it going? Like, to be fair, I'm not even sure why is this even happening, because it's for sure like deeply connected with I think it is there for a long time, kinda, but it wasn't to such extent. Wait, Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I think I ate rotten Pringles. The fuck do you mean you think you ate rotten Pringles? How did it even happen, bro? Hi. Just look at kangaroos or OnlyFans or most big streamers. Yeah, but it's still there's a huge difference between those things, you know? It's still a huge thing, and because there's a reason between the normal thing, right? For like adoration, right? But there's a also issue where we see around the internet situations where people are actually thinking that they are, for example, married or in an actual relationship with the person. This is what is this going for? You know? This is literally what it's all going for, because if you think about it, the general idea is that, okay, there are like content creators that are more or less liked. There are other things connected with it, right? But like if we look at ratio, we see like a rising actual obsession on people, to the point where they actually think like they're in some sort of like full-on relationship with the person, where they even expect them to where people are even expecting certain content creators of some sort to know every detail about them. They expect to know them and be able to spot them in plain sight. They expect absolutely anything, right? Like as if they are in actual romantic relationship with that person, which is, you know, quite often not true, right? Of course there are like, what I miss, we were actually talking before about like, before I've got a phone call, of course, before everything, there's actually a full-on thing connected with stuff like you know, parasocial and stuff. Like, of course we have different levels, but what I'm talking about is like straight up this like fanatism over people, you know, like that there are people even capable to threaten certain content creator to actually to match their expectations, right? And stuff. And unfortunately, this is actually happening all over the world. This is actually going on for a while too. As you've mentioned, Zega, like cam girls, Vtubers, OnlyFans creators, like many different things. And of course, it's like usually like women are the targets, right? But of course, like men, even though they experience less of it, they still do experience that. That's also the thing to be mentioned. So, like for example, we've had this J-pop singer from the 90s, right? The one that made like Plastic Love and stuff. Apparently, from what I remember, she was shot by a parasocial during the meeting after the concert or something like that, after maybe hearing whatever. So generally she was actually targeted by this person, and actually this is like around those events, I think there were like, after her there were like couple more situations where parasocials were actually influencing lives of other artists, etc. And this is the moment where actually those artists left, and actually people started getting the false names, artistic nicknames, pen names, or whatever, just to like hide themselves in the plain view. And also, as there was even a document about this, about like mangakas and why a lot of them are hiding their faces. This is actually one of those things too, but also mangakas tend to also reach certain, like the inverted version of it, because like they are creators of the character that is getting the parasocial treatment, and if something bad happens to that character, they start to receive threats, even death threats. There was actually one of the mangakas who made a story, like a huge story that a lot of people were following, and generally after the ending, this author started to receive actual death threat letters because something bad happened to certain character that many actually loved, and many actually had this were giving this parasocial treatment to that character. So I have to say, this is a really bizarre phenomenon where which is starting to like blow up recently, in like the intensity and the amount of events. It's really bizarre, really bizarre. Even some streamers started like doing certain movement against this. Like for example, Vtubers, where they were receiving like parasocial texts, they were like "stfu parasocial" or "stupid parasocial" or something like that. They were actually calling this behavior out and trying to like tone it down, like let people know that this is really bad behavior, because it's, I would say it's not only bad for the creator, but also like it's bad for the person, because it's also affecting their, you know, their actual lives, right? I mean the person who is giving the parasocial treatment. So like the person going after the actual so to say content creator, right? Buying Dolphin bathwater? No, not that level. Like going on the meeting with a knife and saying, "Hey, I'm your husband. Like, do you know my name?" Like pulling out a knife and threatening the person. Like, I'm talking about this behavior. Like, this is actually something that is going on. What the fuck? This is actually the behavior. This is actually the parasocialism, and the extent of it. This is actually like a form of psychosis or some sort of obsession on the other person. Even though they are not related in any sort of relationship or whatever, they are claiming themselves to be their boyfriends, husbands, whatever, or even wives, girlfriends, whatever. This is actual behavior that is going on. This is what I'm talking about. So like, those things can actually go to really high extent. And like, I don't think bathwater was nearly the parasocial part, actually. Like for real, in the past there was several, if not many, artists that were getting killed, kidnapped, or like any other, or went through any other form of harm because of the parasocialism. Like, okay, I understand fans, because like there's a difference between a fan and parasocial. So like, okay, fan, like, okay, hey, someone really likes me, they want to like, they're really interested in like the person, like, you know, the typical fan behavior, right? Buying merch, whatever, because they like the character, they like the person, whatever. But the parasocial is going to go through any form of extent to actually go through the ideology of being in form of a romantic relationship with the artist that they are treating to parasocial. to the parasocial behavior, right? So yeah, that's like psychologically this is really interesting because like of course like being a fan back in the days was happening, and to very small extent there were people going overboard and like doing the parasocial behavior that's going on right now, but I'm talking about the rising intensity of this. Hi Astrid, glad to have you here. How your brain has going? So like yeah, I would say like this is really bizarre that the intensity of this kind of behavior is rising, because this is something that you are not really expecting to go through. So this is like a disclaimer, right? Because like as I've mentioned, for one, not only the content creator of any form is going through the parasocial behavior, but also the person is getting a bad influence of this form of behavior, because for example they are not eating properly, they are not drinking properly, they are like throwing away all of their money, they're becoming homeless because of like this like psychotic form of obsession on the other person. So like yeah, psychologically speaking it's straight up WTF, right? But it's like interesting because for some reason I've never really found any document about like this, about describing this behavior and any form of attempt on treatment of this, because this is like straight up like I would say like a mental disorder at this point. Like obsession, for example, right? Or some kind of psychotic, like a psychotic episode. Of course, there are, for example, like content creators that are like endorsing this kind of behavior, but then they're regretting this because they don't expect what is going to be, what can it actually cause over time. You know, stalkers and stuff. Actually, yeah, like stalking. I would say that it's like the parasocial behavior is like form of stalking, but actually like on even deeper level. Or maybe it's stalking that is connected to, is a direct connection to the parasocial behavior, maybe? It's like very difficult to pinpoint exactly the thing, because like stalking, I would say it's a form of action rather, and like a lot of parasocials are actually going through the extent of stalking, right? So that's like one of the things that are going on. Hope you don't mind talk, by the way. And drink something you will like. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Something that I will like. Interesting. I would love to see it though. I would love to see it then. If that's something that is supposed to like. I just made it kind of difficult for myself. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Something that I will like. I am now wondering. It's on my character. Oh, okay. Something I will like that is on your character, alright. That half-shaved punk hair. Oh, I see. Let's go. Wait, actually, I haven't really sent any links for the stream, haven't I? Ah, whatever. I did not make the back of the head of the connection between the head and neck because her hide them usually. Yeah, that's true. Or it's just not there. I believe Burnice hairs shouldn't really be that difficult. Also, goddamn, I'm going to... I have to make the freaking... I have to go through to the night shift today. I don't like it. I don't like this. I want to finally change my job. Someone just give me a job. I know how to draw. I have a whole art channel. I guess that doesn't really prove much, ain't it? Zena Zone Zero, if you are watching this, please give me a job. Bro, imagine. Imagine actually receiving an email from them. They like actually get on my head, like, for example, on mail, like, yeah, no, lol. At least. You don't even have mail address listed. I do. On YouTube. out of companies, like looking through the channels for collaborations that from collaborations, they're actually going to the business mail portion of the YouTube channel, and I actually have my mail attached there. You know, the business mail. Maybe I should like start also throwing it into my description to make it more comfortable. Oh, I was drawing on the wrong. Classic. Classic. Such a classic. Love it. It looked good though. I mean, theoretically, you can keep it. I may retrace it. Yeah, that might actually be a good point. Or leave it on the same layer. I can. Is the head layer, bruh. Oof. Or copy and delete the head? That's something I would do. Good news, we are almost done with her hairs. And if we're almost done with her hairs, that means we're almost done with the characters, because actually that's literally the last part that we need to do for the characters. Yikes. I'm actually wondering what's the proper lighting that ZZ is using. Like, what are their light colors and what are their shadow colors? Because I would say that their light is actually rather cold than warm, and that is causing warm shadows. That's why, for example, the coloring on the character is kinda similar to what we see. I've actually recorded first long play, but it's without voice for now. It's like nearly 2 hours of talking. I mean 2 hours of playing. I've decided to start my long plays from Sword Art Online games actually. So I want to like sit down, play them, and just record me talking on them. Like, for example, I don't know, like sitting down and talking for 40 minutes, right? For like random topics. Or trying to make post-recording voiceover for the gameplay. So that's that. So there's that. Probably after finishing the Lost Song, we are going to... which is the second game actually, because the first game is not on the PS5 Premium. Actually, I've got liking for making the polls what we are going to do on the streams. Because it's like, you know, checking people's mood. Though I would feel like starting a stream, making just talking. It's like already, you know, like full-time streamers thing, right? Like sitting down, talking for 40 minutes to an hour with folks while people are voting what we do during the stream, then changing everything to the proper stuff, right? Like the proper content, and then again later on changing to another thing. It's like all mostly, you know, the typical full-time streamer performance, which is something I can't really allow myself to do because I don't have, you know, enough time to stream for the whole day, or like 4 or 6 hours, or 8 even. I've seen people streaming for 8 hours, like a normal day job. To be fair, I wouldn't mind that one either. Like just sitting down streaming for 8 hours. and I don't know, maybe drawing, playing something for a little, you know, the Pokemon Pocket, Pokemon trading card game Pocket. I've got 3-star rarity Mewtwo EX, the one with the animated illustration. Hi user, got to hear how your brain has going. So yeah. Just slowly but surely getting the whole collection of the first packs. What program do you use to record your screen? OBS. Or which screen are we talking about? Because for PS5 I'm still using OBS, but I have like a threshold box, you know, your monitor screen. Yeah, just OBS. Straight up OBS. That's the same for everything. Everyone is using OBS. Some people are using iterations like Streamlabs, but I prefer OBS. Allows me for more things. Just remember that actually there are so many different options that you also have to set up for OBS, right? Like every streamer has to do this. That's why everyone is doing their best to get the best possible internet, because with good internet, you can just you can just install fresh OBS, and is OBS free? Yes, 100%. It's open source free software. You don't have to do anything. Of course, if you are downloading OBS and not on the other iteration, keep in mind that it has to be OBS, the OBS that is free to use, open source, right? Because again, there are different iterations, and some iterations are paid. The classical one, the very first one being made, is free. What is the question? Do you want to also start doing some content. Man, to this day is not good. I can already feel my eyes burning and it's not even... I'm not even in the office yet. Okay. Hi Sarcastic, got to have you here, how your brain has going? I'm playing with my hamster. Oh. What is your hamster like to play? In my arms. Oh, so cute. Wait, yeah, we're almost done with her hairs. That's so cool. And we're like 56 minutes in. We might actually have a moment to like complete some additional things. was on my phone, then he typed. It actually thanked me for calling it cute. I remember my dog, actually. I remember my dog actually liked to sit on my lap when he was younger. And he like chewed through my headphones cable. Again, oh. My hamster is 25 years old. What? Oh yeah, how is that possible? Aren't hamsters like actually having really short period of life? Depends on the type. Oh yeah, that's true. He's eating my shirt. What a menace of a hamster. Nope. Wait, what? I've actually got a additional call from one of the jobs. They want me to complete 2 additional exercises for problem solving and some personal questionnaire. That's cool. Something moved. Something moved. But it's not for the Pokemon job. At least I don't think so. I have to check this, you know, this thingy. Hummus is a dancer. Is your hamster actually called Hummus? Hummus. Hummus. It's funny because like you eat carrots with a hummus and the hamsters like carrots. So if you eat carrots, you can still eat carrots with a hummus because the hamster is going to eat the carrots. That's so cute of you. Sorry if that sounded like rude or anything, but yeah, no. It's actually a cute name for a hamster. It's actually a cute name for a hamster. What the heck? Wait, I'm getting... Man. I had to name him Hutu and Hamtaro. Hamtaro, that like that anime, hey, that's so nice. Let me see. Bro, I'm about to lose it. I wanted to write something on Discord, but the bot on my server is actually deleting my messages because I'm typing too fast. Bro. What's happening? I can't tell, Val. What? What do you mean? There's something I can't unsee. Wait. Tell me. What you can't unsee. It's like the happy small head on the forehead part. Bruh. Thanks, now I can't unsee it either. So cute though, yeah. Okay, and now this, and... Wait a minute. Today I'm going to probably drink so much darn coffee and energy drinks on my night shift that it's going to be unbelievable. If I won't stream tomorrow, know that I've received a heart attack from the sheer amount of caffeine. It's night shift again? Yeah, I'm changing them every 2 weeks. I've had one additional night shift in the previous week because I was actually but you had night shift 2 weeks ago too. Yeah. Like, previous week I had one night shift day because I was covering for a coworker. And I needed like 24 hours or 12 hours between shifts. And actually, like, we could do it just so I would have like 12 hours between shifts, right? So on Sunday I had morning shift, on Monday I had day off, on Tuesday I had night shift, on Wednesday I had day off, and then I had 3 day shifts. And like, realistically, yeah, 2 weeks ago I've had night shifts because we are exchanging them every 2 weeks. So like, I had 2 weeks of morning shifts. So before I had 2 weeks of night shifts, and so on and so on and so on. Oh, it's Ghostly's drawing, not Val's, yeah. But it's cute. It's cute. It's really good though. Really. Like, it's actually really good. I have to admit. Cool armor, yeah, exactly. Cool armor, generally cool concept. It reminds me of my Dullahan Pokemon that they've made. To just cover that weird part with some hair, I see. Yeah, easy solutions. have to adjust every accessory which was built on the premises that it can be under the hair. Yeah. That's going to take you a really long time, ain't it? Or at least influence certain moment. To redo all of it. Also look up some tutorials about shading, and I like all of them be like, here pick a lighter and a darker color like me, then speed paint without any explanation about how to go to do the edges or transitions or other stuff. I actually have a full-on tutorial ready for you for cell shading. I just need to send you a link. Sorry for that I didn't send you. I've promised I would. It's really good, just so to say. Nice, yeah. Okay, we did it. We actually did it. And now, abracadabra. Let's go. We've already got the background done, almost. Just the basics. But it's not going to be really that difficult, I can tell you already. But hey, look at that, it's looking so darn cool. My arms are straight up still. Like my hands are still so rigid. Don't know why. Yeah, I do hope that is actually looking nice for now. Wait, which one is this? Because I've received that email to continue, you know, with the description of the role. Assistant Project Manager. Okay. That's if I would actually get this role, that would be so cool, because I would be nearly at the really high stage. He fell. Oh no, poor hamster, poor hummus. What? No. Why? Keep it safe. Wow. Okay. But if he died, I mean, take it to the vet if there are weird signs, if there's weird behavior or something. Okay, I have to say, we're almost done. To be fair, I don't really want to put it this way, but I just want to see how it would look like. Because of course, like the... that looks crazy. Okay. Yum. This is hummus. Rat? What rat? I'm looking at this. So basically I'm now like performing an analysis, right? It's very crucial to do this. Oh, okay. Gotta go. Alrighty, Saf. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. So now generally I'm just performing an analysis of the you know, the typical what have been done? Wasn't paying attention. What you mean? The idiot that arrived on the stream? Nah, don't worry. The bot? Yeah, don't worry. Man. So basically what have been done is like the general main like the focal point of the characters, right? So now what I'll need probably is going to not only require from me to complete all of the following here. Also, you should watch Art of Murder and just on characters. Art of Murder. Art of Murder. Murder. Well, yeah, this is like, I'm not wait, I'm not sure. Art of Murder actually rings a bell, to be fair. Bruh. Bruh. And still, isn't the sand too similar color to their hair and skin, or will be there any other contrast? There will be other contrast for sure. Because this is like the basic color, basic tonation. If you, for example, look at this version, you can see that there's like a lot of different like shades and stuff. So this is exactly what I will be going for, like brighter and darker. Generally, if you want to draw like sand and stuff, just ignore the fact that there's something like a texture there. Now it's kind of washing together, yeah, I get it. So basically the main thing is going to be actually going for the general like color scheme. So actually I'm going to keep all of it like turned off, like the characters are going to be turned off, and I'm just going to do the same thing as I've done with the characters but for the background. So I'm going to like get rid of all of this, make the flats, and then start slamming textures on top, and textures and shadows and lights on top of the everything. And then I'm going to pick up colors that I'm more or less using for my lights and shadow here, which is like bright yellow-ish, maybe slightly orangey color, and then throw them on top of the characters and as the light, so when it comes to the contrast. And then I'm going to take the blue values and I'm going to use it. Wait, it was level correction? No, it wasn't. Wait. It was color balance. There we go. So halftones are going to stay the same, but highlights are going to be turned more into yellowy, reddish tone, like this. And shadows are going to get this kind of bluish, with bluish tone with magenta. So actually, I can even change the opacity of it right now and leave it for later, because I think I've actually got it first try. Usually you have to actually, like, you know, throw things left and right. But yeah, this is how it works generally. You want to actually pick up the ideology of like how everything is done. Usually I'm using overlay too, but you can see that overlay is actually really making things difficult. But like 30% it's already like giving good contrast to everything. You can see like how alive the colors are, and you can see that actually like what you've mentioned is actually no longer washing together thanks to this contrast. We can even do multiply, which is going to actually mush it together a little bit more, but still give really nice field. We can go for color. No, I don't think it's the color. I mean, kinda, if we want to go for this some sort of like effect, right? But I don't think color is actually really good for this. Not the brightness, not hue, not divide, generally not divided. Usually for me it's just like, you know, sitting down and operating. Sometimes I'm even getting like similar effect, I copy and paste it, and I'm using the lighter color and then darker color, because as a matter of fact darker color is, as you can see and compare, is only affecting the shadows, and brighter color is only affecting the lights. So I can tone it just so the shadows are going to be less affectionate and the lights are going to be more affectionate on the entire piece. Sometimes I taking like different really weird blend modes, like linear light, pin light, whatever, and just playing around with stuff. Sometimes it's a matter of fact of actually copying and pasting the entire thing. You know, for example, copying and pasting this, then throwing overlay on it, getting filter for Gaussian blur. You slap like 15 on this whole thing, just so, you know, the blur would be visible. Sometimes you need to really get the blur in. Sometimes it's not even visible, but like I'm usually going for like 15 to 30. And then just drop the opacity and it's like 30, 35, depends, right? There are like many other very specific methods, many different effects you can go for. I do recommend playing a little with your options and your software. I believe every single software has those things. So do remember that actually, if you can add an effect, and as long as you know to not really overdo it with the effects, it's actually really good to add some additional like post editing actually. But yeah, we still need to work on the background, so that's that. I'm going to work with this generally. We will see how far we'll go with it. Because for now, I'm going to work with that, because for now it's just only the you know, just the flats, right? Later on I'm going to work only with this part. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. I believe we are really close to finishing. I'm not sure if we are going to finish it in the next stream. Not sure if we are going to finish in the next 2 streams, 3 streams, not sure. So that's that. I might actually, again, push it even further. Maybe tomorrow we are going to start the stream. Depends what's going to win the new poll, right? Because I'm going to poll what we are going to do on the streams tomorrow. And again, it's either going to be gaming, which is going to be the Pokemon Fire Red that we are playing, and it's going to be drawing, which is like, you know, drawing this illustration to finish it. I'm really hoping that because I want to send it to Hoyoverse, and it's actually something I'm kind of worried. I do hope really that they are going to like it. I do hope they are going to like it, because, you know, like I don't want much. I don't want much. It's like, you know, like for others, I was also thinking about like, hey, like, you know, quote unquote, straight up saying like financial support or something. I don't think I want this here, to be fair. I don't think I want this here. Like, as much it would matter for me if they would, like, for example, I don't know, like, share it somewhere, you know, like, hey, look, this Vtuber made this really cool illustration. I want to make more illustrations for them, so if we could, for example, have like possibility to make collaborations together with Hoyoverse, I will be really happy, because that would be like one of the things I've been dreaming about. I just want, like, you know, I just want to have like Hoyoverse to just say, hey, this is really cool, this is really good, you know? Oh my, oh my. Okay. Anyway, we are almost done with this illustration. Finally, actually shading the characters, since the characters are really detailed, shading of the characters was really long and problematic. I have to say, it was really long and problematic. But yeah. Thanks Zega for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Mark, Michiro, Astrik, User and Saf for being active in the chat on YouTube. And as always folks, stay creative and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Take care and bye.